This is the video solution to problems 1 and 2 from review number 2. So what you have to do is make sure you understand what the question is asking you to provide or calculate. In this particular one, it's asking us to do a linear equation. So that, of course, is y equals mx plus b. What we need then is to calculate the slope and the y-intercept. Now the information we are given here is 338 billion in 2008 and 539.5 billion in 2018. So what we have the t representing the 2008 for the time and the 10 representing the 2018. So anytime you're creating coordinate points with years, you want to convert those to integers. So the 338 gives us the point 0338 because we are starting at 0 for 2008. The next point, our year representation is a 10, and we have 539.5. So what we have to calculate is the slope. Let's go ahead and just write that formula down. And in this case, it would be 539.5 minus 338 over 10 minus 0, and that gives us 20.15. So that's your slope. So then we need to figure out what the y-intercept. Now, some of you might realize if you take a look at that point right there, it actually is the y-intercept because the x is 0. Now, if you do not recognize that, what you're going to want to do is place the point of y, and then we're going to put the 0 of the slope, the x value of 0, to get what the b is. So we're just substituting the coordinate point into what we know so far with the slope to calculate the b. And if you see, that's 0, so the b is just 338, which makes our linear equation the slope, the x, and the 338. And of course, that represents billions. We don't need to worry about that right now. Maybe we could just say in billions. All right, the next question. The supply and demand of a toy company are indicated by this equation for the supply and this equation for the demand. Now, what you have to realize is that P stands for price. An equilibrium of a supply and demand is what it's asking for, the quantity and the price. This is the intersection of the two lines. Because if you recognize the supply and the demand, both of those are y equals mx plus b. They're linear. So the way we would find the equilibrium point at the quantity and the price, we would set the supply equal to the demand. So in this case, we would have 2q plus 11 equal to 41 minus 4q. So to solve this, back to algebra, we're going to add that, and then we're going to subtract the 11. We end up with 6q is equal to 30. We get 5. So this is our quantity. Now, how do we figure out the price? We plug that into either the supply or the demand. Why? Because that price is represented by either of those functions. So let's just go ahead and put it in the supply. We are putting in that quantity of 5 in where the q is, and we would get 21. So the equilibrium quantity is the 5. The equilibrium price is the 21. All right, be sure and ask questions if you need to. You can always go back, rewind. That's why videos are awesome. Bye.